Hi friends, it's Liz here. Thank you for joining me today. I have a super easy project share with all of you today. I really wanted to do something a little bit different than a previous project I had shared with you before. I had made loaded paper bag flips, and I don't know if you've seen that video. I did share a tutorial on how, I guess a how-to sort of on how to put it together. And it was for a sewing themed sort of paper bag flip loaded pocket thing. What I did with this one is I wanted to make it sort of like a little kind of journal style, but using the same idea. At the end of the video, I'm just going to show you, a quick just how I put this together. But I thought I would come and share it with you because it was just so much fun, super easy to make. You don't need to sew anything. You don't need to, punch any holes if you don't want to. The way I was binding it, I thought it was just really easy and fun. So first, let me get started. What I've used for the project as well is some of my printables, as well as printables from Digital Collage Club. And I'm using their collage sheets right now. I'm in love with them. These are just two of the ones that I have left from what I was using, but they're just so lovely. There's different designs. I will link their shop below. I do have a coupon code as well for them if you are purchasing anything in the store, and there's just so many printables that are in there. So for this quick share, I used I'm just quickly going to show you some of my mini ephemera in there. I believe I have some of my mini Polaroids. I also have some of my snail mail, mini snail mail kit pieces. I also have some from my French postcards, French letter sheets. I think I used a bunch of these postcards, and then a lot of the sheets are from my most recent, which is the coffee stained doilies, collaged papers, that sort of thing. I'm not sure if you've seen that video, but I have these in my shop, and I made these because I wanted to be able to either collage on them, or that they would be so vintage style that you could use them in any vintage project, really. So that's those as well. So let me show you, and all those will be linked in on my blog and also in the description box below if you wanted to check them out. Thank you so much for your support with my shop and the artists that I feature as well. Okay, so the way this one has been put together, it's like loaded bags. I'll start with the cover. So I used some items that I received also from Your Creative Studio. And so here on the front, I just sort of made, used a few of the pieces from the Digital Collage Club papers. And then this is one of my little mini ephemera postcards. I just made it into a pocket. And then I just added that label sticker from Your Creative Studio. And this is one of my previous collage sheets. Oh my gosh, I actually forgot to show you that one. So it's one of the collage sheets that I have here as well. What I did is I just die cut a bunch of tags and made little tags out of them because I thought it was super cute to use it that way. Okay, so this is like a little pocket on the front. I haven't added anything to the pockets because there's just so many pockets, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So when you flip it over, you've got a little tiny see-through pocket there, and these are also from my ephemera kits. And I just kind of did a little bit of covering there with some washi tape, and this one is again from Your Creative Studio. Another piece from Your Creative Studio. I made a tiny little envelope with a little note, and the little note is again from my mini ephemera kit. And I just thought it was such a great way to add more ephemera that you could send to friends or family, etc. So this one's a nice large pocket. And then on the back, I've added a little flip up as well. You could write a little note there. And then this is just from the latest Your Creative Studio box. And this again is from my digital that I made into tags. Now, a couple of the bags I used, actually the smaller bag I used here is from, oh my gosh, I will link it below, A Tattered Dream. I will have everything linked below because I always get asked and I usually forget to mention it. So this one here is from my actual kit that I just showed you. And so I just made a little tuck spot here with a tag. You can see now that's a large paperback pocket. And then on this side, I just made a little tuck spot with this cluster embellishment. I have a video showing you how I make these really quick. This piece here again is from my printable, and I also made a little envelope. I die cut a little envelope with my printable as well. That just goes in there. So on this side, I added another kind of see-through pocket, collaged it with the Digital Collage Club kit, and I made just a little journaling card with that as well. And then you've got a nice large pocket there. And then on this side, there's two pockets, so you can see there. And I loaded them up. All this is actually from my my various digital kits that I have. Made a little, like a little envelope. So all those will be linked below as well. This one is from Digital Collage Club. And then I made one of those little bags with one of my papers as well, my digital papers. And this one, even I forgot to add a little ribbon to that. I made a tag from the collage sheet, the Digital Collage Club one that I'm mentioning. Okay, so then you've got another large pocket there. So can you see that I've made this whole thing with paper bags? I'm going to show you what I used, like I said, at the end. So this one's got like 3 pockets here. This is from Digital Collage Club, and then I also kind of collaged around the pockets with that. This is from my ephemera. And then these ones also are from my ephemera kit. And this one, again, I used the die cut for that piece. And then on this side, I thought I would add like a little place to put a photo. I didn't want to cover up the birds because I thought they were beautiful. This is all from Digital Collage Club, as well as this one here. I just love their designs. And then here, I just made a little pocket with the back there of the paper bag. And again, these are all from Digital Collage Club. As well as the ones on this side, I just added a little tuck spot there. And then just more places to journal or add ephemera. Again, another large pocket there. And then on this side, again, another one of my clusters. And here I just kind of added one piece from my mini ephemera. And then here I just made a tiny little booklet. This is my paper from my kit. And then this piece is from Digital Collage Club. And I'm just going to tuck that back in there. Right there. And then the back here, again, we've got another little tuck spot. That's from my kit. That's from Digital Collage Club. And what I did is I just kind of folded those in half. It's part of like a little vintage set. And then another tag with my printable, and then a little flip up. And then here's just got like another little pocket. This piece comes from the Your Creative Studio box. And then we've got the back. So you can see how much you can add to each little page. And if you wanted to stuff each little pocket, you would have lots more room for ephemera. So let me just quickly show you what I used. Okay, so I'm just going to show you quickly what I did to put this one together. I have 4 paper bags, and there's a lunch bag. I love to use these, and if you've watched my videos, I've made journals with these. I have made different projects with them. I will link those videos below. I've got a larger bag. Now, I'm not going to give you sizes because, you know, I don't know what kinds of bags you have. But the idea is to use different sizes and different designs so you can kind of get a kind of layered effect. So what I did with this one is I took the pattern one and folded that in half. I took my lunch bag and did the same thing. And then my next size up. And then I have these ones as well, and I kind of did a 3-layer effect. So now you could go ahead and, you know, stitch these with a machine if you have your sewing machine. If you wanted to, you could go ahead and punch holes as well, you know, and kind of bind them that way, or even do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I have videos showing you how to bind pages into a journal, so you can watch those. I will link them below in case you haven't seen that. But for this particular project, for the one I showed you, what I did here is I just glued the paper bags onto themselves. So for this one here, what I would do is I would just take, like, I would fold it like a quarter, let's say like a 1/4 inch fold. And this is just, again, I'm eyeballing it. So I just kind of folded it in half like this, or folded it with like a, you know, a 1/4 inch sort of a spine there, as you can see. And then what I did is I took this part and then glued it to the next bag. And then this one, I kind of used this one as my guide, and I will do the same thing, just sort of fold it over, okay? And then, you know, check my fold, look over my fold, and then glue that here as well. And then this way we get our glued pages, and you don't have to do any sewing or stitching. So I hope that makes sense. I'll be making a couple more because I'm sending these out to some friends, but I thought I would come on and show you just quickly how fun these are to put together. I did get some of these bags from A Tattered Dream, and then this bag I got from my friend Beth Wallen. Hi Beth. I've been using a lot of the stash that she had gifted me a little while back, and oh my gosh, I'm loving playing with all the things. So anyways, again, I can't give you sizes for bags because, I mean, they come in all sizes and, you know, etc. So but the I guess the best way to do these is if you have different sizes and different designs. Okay, so let me just show you how I glue them together, because I know that if you are like me, I'm very visual and I need to see, you know, how things get done. So I'm going to start with just kind of taking one aside, and I'm making sure that, you know, the first bag is sort of centered. And again, I'm just going to make sure that I've got that line nicely there. So I'm just going to take my glue. And I will also have linking in the description box below my favorite supplies, my favorite glues, things that don't warp your pages, especially if you're a paper crafter like I am. Okay, so we've got that there. I ran out of my my other glue, the one that stands up. Oh my gosh, I love this one, but I ran out, so I have to go and get some soon. So anyways, so the next one, I'm just going to put that there. Okay, it's the same thing. I'm trying to make sure that it's sort of centered within the next bag, as you can see there. And I'm just folding that over, trying to, you know, make it as even as possible. And then again, I kind of take my glue and just add glue to my folded edge. And like I said, this is kind of how easy this is to do. It is super fun because you don't have to worry about, you know, getting to your sewing machine or having that time to do it. So let's fold this over. And then here again, I'm just using the last bag to fold that over. And then making sure again that this is centered. Okay, so I've got that centered there, and then same thing. So now the center and the back ones get a little bit trickier, but you know, it's still pretty easy to do. I hope you are all having a lovely day. I have been making so many different things. I just wish I had so much more time to be able to show you everything I've been making. I've got lots of little ephemera bits that I've been playing with, and so that's been quite fun. So I've got this, again, the fold here, and I'm just going to leave that for now because I want to go over to make sure that all this is folded over. Now, the one thing I forgot to do, because I kind of just started filming this with all of you, is I forgot to cut the ends of my paper bags to make the pockets, but I will definitely do that later. Okay, so you can see now how that's kind of getting this really nice fold every time I just sort of continue to do that. So again, we'll do that to the center. And I love these paper bags that already have a design on them, because it just makes it that much easier. You know, when you're adding your page decor, it already has like a background, which is kind of nice. And of course, the ones that are blank are also really nice, because it gives you that balance, I think, of, you know, pattern and then things that don't have a pattern. Okay, so here I'm just quickly going to flip it over because I want to just get this edge there. Okay, and again, we're just sort of folding these over. I hope I'm not confusing you here. I'll just go back to where I was. So if I'm folding that over, we went with the center, and then I just kind of added glue to this one here, and then I'm going to add it to the next one. Just the way that it folds on the back, it's a bit different. So, and keep in mind that I'm adding glue, making sure that I'm just right on the edges of the next bag, so it's not, I'm not going over the next bag to do that. And we're almost done here. These are so fun. Let me know if you make any. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram, or you can even post it on my Facebook page. There's the paper project, because I like to see, you know, what you make after I've shown you some videos. Now, I don't know if you know, this has been done already with gluing the pockets like this, or the bags, but I was just kind of thinking about an easier way to kind of do this, so that you could, you know, craft along with me, and it's not so fussy. So there we go. So here's our little paper bag ephemera holder, I'm going to call it. Now, this one, like I said, I wanted to kind of open it up like a book, but you could certainly go back to just, you know, loading it this way as well. That would also work, and then your design would be on the front. But anyways, I had so much fun. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to click that notification bell. Check out my playlist. I have lots of tutorials, and thank you for supporting my shop. Every little purchase helps me and the artists I feature keep crafting and sharing more fun things with all of you. All right, thanks so much for stopping by.